Starting Wednesday, a new rule will go into effect within Houston city limits requiring all animals to be microchipped. City Council passed that ordinance last year. This is part of a three-step process to license animals with the city. Dogs and cats must be registered, microchipped, and vaccinated. According to our partners at the Houston Chronicle today, the Bark Animal Shelter is offering free microchips from 8 until 10. It will also offer them on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Microchips will help animal control return your pet if it gets lost.
All right.
Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory and worship to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachachodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the millstone, still rule and teach well. Peace, bless, safety to the Lord's elect. Not even going to go into scripture, just going to read these articles. This article is from 6ix.buzz. It says revolutionary brain implants allows people to use social media with their mind. Scientists have developed a revolutionary brain implantable, thinner than a single human hair, and could allow people to use social media with their mind. The highly experimental chip called Layer 7 cortical interface is designed for paralyzed or mute patients who cannot use their limbs to communicate via a computer, but healthy people could also use it to send messages with their minds. The reversible implant sits on the brain surface and that's why, look, he said in reversible because look, you could, if you put it in, we could always just take it out. But if you receive it, you will be destroyed. If you receive it, it don't matter if you give it back. If you receive it, he that received the charagma, as it is written. But anyway, like I said, I'm just reading these articles. I'm just reading these articles and these stories. Okay, you saw the first one. See the headline here. Making it mandatory for Houston dogs and cats. Mandatory. It's just dogs. It's just dogs. Okay. It says, because if you're really watching, you know what's up. It says it's designed for paralyzed or mute patients, but who cannot use their limbs to communicate via a computer. But healthy people could also use it to send messages with their mind. The reversible implant sits on the brain surface and is placed through a thin slit in the skull, meaning patients do not need their head shaved to have it put in. It's so convenient. Wow, I don't have to shave my head for you to put. Wow, it's just so convenient. Thanks. It works by collecting brain signals, interpreting them, and outputting commands to a connected machine depending on the signal received. Precision CEO Michael Mager told CNBC that the implantation procedure is less invasive than technologies which require craniotomy and hopes to get a FDA approval to test it on humans in the next few months. It remains to be seen how successful this device will be, but if it works, it could revolutionize how we interact with technology. Boom. That's what Esau wants. He wants a godlike status. He wants the mind of the Most High. The only way that he could come close to that, he will never, ever, but the only way that he humanly could ever come close to that is to hook our brains up or his brain up to the internet. And that's what they want to do. They want you to be able to, you think a thought, I wonder who was the president in 19, you know what I'm saying? Who was the president in 1864? And then your mind takes the thought and Googles it, and now you got that. Nah, man, we don't want that. We're gonna get the blessing naturally in the twinkling of an eye at the last trump. Now I want to read this, but this thing is talking about some free trial. It's always some bull crap, man. How you trying to sell news? So the article, it says, man, which one was it? Salaki. Because it was saying something about okay, this one is December 1st, 2022. Elon Musk says Neuralink C-hips begin human trials. Instant brain. Scientists develop implant to let people use Insta through Mind. Come on, man. You mean to tell me these women ain't gonna get this thing? If they can use TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, they're gonna create features. You know, they're gonna come out with features that adapt, that is specifically made for people who have it. Oh, if you got the C-hip in your brain, then now, you know what I'm saying, it'll have a check near your story. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got a check near your story if you got the C-hip in your brain. This is how they gonna come at these simpletons, the ones who the Lord have not opened their eyes, the blind, the ones whose names is not written in the Lamb's book of life, the ones who worship the beast and his image. This is a part of the image. Merging man and machinery. The fourth industrial revolution. It says, see, now I can't find that article. Let me go back. It says the NHS, the NHS, which what's the NHS? National. I gotta look NHS up, but it says the NHS surgeon challenging Elon's technology to connect your brain to the internet. This article was published January 23rd, 2023, the year of all the prophecies coming to pass. It says the NHS surgeon challenging Elon Musk technology to connect your brain to the internet. Brain C-hips might seem like science fiction, but it's just a movie. It's just a movie. Y'all always talking about movies. Do you not understand who makes the movies? Do you not understand who writes the scripts for the movies? Why would you when people make a movie, these are things and desires that's in their heart. It's not entertainment. It says brain machine C-hips might seem like science fiction, might seem like it's just a movie. It's just a movie shit. This is if you take movies, you're a conspiracy theorist. Okay, that may be fine and dandy, but when you look at certain movies from the past, there's certain things that's taking place. It says, but mind reading technology is closer than you think. So mind reading technology, that's what Esau wants. Because hold on, who's reading my mind? Why would you connecting my mind to the internet allow my mind to be read? So somebody's monitoring what they're putting in you. Somebody's gonna be monitoring that, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna read what's in your brain, and then they're gonna send a frequency or a link. They're gonna send you a link to a page, okay? And Esau's reach is far reaching, man, because I did a lesson about a year ago about contact lenses that pretty much turn into like a computer or something. So Esau could he could turn your damn vision into a computer screen, man, and have you living in a damn computer screen for the rest of your life with a C-hip in your brain, man, and have you living in the freaking internet, man, for the rest of your life, man. That's what he want. He want to play with you people, man, while he actually lives off of the earth. It says, Sack the monkey is tapping away on a virtual keyboard. The Maca Q encouraged with plentiful bra. I don't know what they talking about, but now this lady got this thing on her hand. Look at, she's an Edomite. Look at her eyes. This looks, demonic, man. Anyway, it says Dr. Ponia's company Cogitat believes they will eventually have enough data to allow more granular movement using mind control. Mind control, which what does the word government mean? Mind control. Govern mean control. Mint goes back to mind. And there was one more because you had this guy, this YouTube influencer. And this guy's obviously set up by the beast. This guy's obviously said he works for the wicked elite to put forth certain agendas. His name is Mr. Beast. So it says people are somehow upset at Mr. Beast after he paid for surgeries to cure 1,000 people with blindness. So this guy cured 1,000 people blindness. What do you think helped them receive their vision? What type of technology do you think they was using? And you know, people gonna be mad at anything, you know, which shows this place is crazy. Because this is going to be used to deceive the people. Also, it says Mr. Beast, a YouTube known for his extravagant gifts and philanthropic stunts, paid for 1,000 surgeries to treat curable blindness in his most recent video. Though many viewers praised him, the stunt drew mixed reactions on social media. Some critics mention whether Mr. Beast's acts of kindness are just for views. Others wonder why the surgery is so inaccessible. So it says we have all the technology to fix it, Mr. B said, by replacing the clouded natural lens with a clear artificial one. It says cataracts, which can be obscured by vision by clouding the lens of people's eyes, are one of the leading causes of vision impairment and blindness. So it doesn't look like he had to use a C-hip. I guess it was just like a lens that they put over their eyes. It says, unfortunately, nearly half of the population with curable blindness doesn't have access to this surgery, he said, so he wanted to provide this to as many people as possible. So, but a part of his agenda is to do these type of stunts, you know what I'm saying, to promote him being a healer through his science and technology, to promote his pharmakia, you know, to promote his science and technology. And there's a known fact that I thought he was going to use the C-hips, but he didn't. But it's a known fact that the C-hips are used also to cure blindness. But I guess that's probably like a more expensive surgery than just a contact lens. But like I said, I wasn't going to read no scriptures for real because I don't want the video to get clipped. But I mean, I'm fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't expect that first video that I played. I didn't know he was going to say the MC word. So hopefully they don't, you know, because I didn't say it. The video said it, but hopefully they don't clip me. But this is Revelation. Oh, Revelation 13 again. Yep. It says Revelation 13:16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? That mark, the word mark, as we know, is the Greek word charagma, which means an imprinted mark, a stamp, okay, a physical stamp as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist system, the beast system. And he's going to cause all people to take it. Small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Why do these things matter? Why does rich and poor matter? Because they're gonna be using this thing for money. This is an economic. This mark is economical. If that's a word. This mark is an economic mark. That's why it must mention small people, great people, rich people, poor people, free and bond. Why didn't it just mention the different shades of people? Light brown, dark brown people, black people, white people. Why didn't they mention colors? Why did they mention social statuses? Because this is an economic mark. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great. And it's going to serve other purposes like tracking and, you know, healthcare social media, as we see. They said they got one that can download music to your brain. It says to receive a marquee in their right hand or in their foreheads. You got Meta, the company that bought Facebook. You got Meta, and we know they're working on technology. You got the VR, virtual reality goggles that keep coming out. But you underestimate the diabolicalness of Esau Edom. That's what's wrong with you other camps. You underestimate Esau Edom. You don't understand how crazy this nigga is. He really like that. When he make these sci-fi movies and you got a bionic arm, and you know what I'm saying? The dude got a chip in him, and he got the laser goggles. He got the goggles with the X-ray vision, and he really like that. He really want to live like that, man. They really want to get like that. They don't put it in the movies for nothing. When you see a movie and everybody got a tattoo, a barcode tattoo on their hand, and they got to get their hand scanned to go into places and in the movie, he really want to get like that. He really like that, because it's that serious for him because of what he's facing in his judgment to come. Now this is the word forehead.
Strong's G 3359.
So
Metapon.
Metapon, which meta meaning forehead. That's why I mentioned the metaverse, because we know Facebook gonna come out with some features for the C-Hip. Instagram is gonna come out with some features for the C-Hip. TikTok is gonna come out with some special features for the C-Hip, because they're gonna promote it. It's gonna be a part of the system. It's gonna be completely molded into the system. Same way you can Apple Pay, you could do Apple Pay and Cash App damn near anywhere, anything. 5 years ago, I don't even know if Cash App was out 5 years ago, but now it's incorporated and it's a part of everyday life. All companies have PayPal. They all adjusted to conform to the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Everybody adjusted to the contactless payment. You got the Amazon Pay with your palm. They just launched that, I think. So if you can't see it, you know why you can't see it? It's because number one, the Lord, you have not revealed it unto you, open your eyes yet. And number two, you either see it and you just lying, man. You either see it and you just lying because you're proud as hell, you know, and you don't know how to take correction, humiliation, things that are profitable and required for salvation. But for honor is humility, you know. The word meta, that's the root word, meta.
Strong's G 3326. Meta.
Yeah, it says with, after, behind. Meta, behind, because it's in your forehead, but it's really, a lot of times they put it in your brain, which is like behind your skull. It goes in your skull. So if we go back, Revelation 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You got to have the marque, okay, in order to participate in this, because it's an economic mark. In order to buy and sell, you got to have a mark, because the mark is economical. Like I said, I don't know if that's a word, but that's the truth concerning the mark. You guys talk about his sins, talk about this and that. What about the aspect of it being a buying and a selling? What about the aspect of that? So how can somebody barter or buy and sell with sin? Like, if I commit this sin, can I get some of that? You know. Well, if you commit this sin for me, if you kill this person and run up in here and steal this, then I allow you. No, man. It says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Once you conform to this man's system and take his mark, you taking on his name, and the number is associated with the barcode and and the UPC, I believe it's called UPC. You know, the different numbers that go along with the barcodes and Esau's technology, but it all amounts to Esau. The way he has it set up is the scale is like fixed to 666. You know, a lot of things amount and add up to 666. I'm not even going to it right now. Obviously, like I said, I just wanted to read these articles, read this prophecy, because you got guys dropping breakdowns like music videos. I guess they're gonna drop a video on February 4th, Saturday, which they call the Sabbath, which is not the Sabbath. Sabbath goes according to the new moon. But that if they want to keep Sabbath like that, that's fine. But they said they're gonna drop a video and it's gonna obliterate the C-hip doctrine. It's gonna obliterate prophecy. It's gonna obliterate things that's literally happening right. How are you gonna obliterate something that's literally happening right in front of you? You can't make it stop. What are you gonna do? How are you going to obliterate something that's already happening? You little too late, my brother. You can't obliterate something that's the truth. You know? I mean, this thing is literally happening. So what is it? If it's happening, see, in the madness with these camps, it will go to so far as when the C-hip actually comes to pass and is made mandatory, it'll go so far as to where they will still say that it's not the mark. Even though it's mandatory, they will still say that it's still not it. Even though we use it and it's in our forehead and it's in the people's hands, it's in people's forehead, and they're using it to buy and sell, it's still not the mark. They'll still do that. Like, that's why the Lord said, let me get this one precept, man. Whew. This is a disclaimer. They'll hop on the video. They'll say, this is a disclaimer. I'm not telling nobody to go get a C-hip. Well, then what are you telling people? What are you if you're telling them that it's not the Revelation 13:16 that's going to go in your hand and in your forehead, even though people have it in their forehead and in their hand, even though people use it to make purchases, if you're telling them that is not that, what are you actually telling them? Let me get one scripture. This is Isaiah 42, verse 19. It says, who is blind but my servant? Yeah, ain't nobody more blind than an Israelite man in one of these other camps who is not of the elect. Nobody's more blind than them. Why? Because they actually know they're Israelite. They're actually in the truth, but they can't, like Yahushua said in St. John 16. No, what is that? Matthew 16:3. It says, and in the morning, let's start at the top. Matthew 16, verse 2. It says, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky. Can ye not discern the signs of the times? Can ye not discern the signs of the times? Do you not see how the economy is moving? You have to deal with reality. You have to, in order to be a good student, you have to be a student of reality, man. What is really happening in the world, regardless of what you feel and movies and fuck all that. You know, what is actually happening in the world? And can ye not discern it? It's happening right in front of you. How are you going to obliterate something that's happening right in front of you? It's literally happening. People are literally putting it in their right hand and they're literally putting it in their forehead and they're literally using it to buy and to sell. Everywhere you go, there's literally contactless payments. You literally wave a device over another scanning device and boop, it's done. How can you obliterate something that's already happened? The prophecy is already speaking. It's like the prophecy is already speaking and you telling it to shut up. Shut up. Habakkuk 2:2, it says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And the Lord used men to make it plain to the elect, so that the elect can see and that the elect can run and read it, because it's really plain. That's why we put it in front of your face. We use the prophecy, because what are you actually watching for? The title of the lesson is, if you're really watching, you know what's up. What are you actually watching for? Oh, you watching for World War III? Okay, we can start there. How do you watch for World War III? You gotta look at them in the scriptures. Okay, yeah, you look in the scriptures, but where you have to watch the news, man. You gotta watch the news. You gotta be up on these articles and Esau's technological advances and what he has planned. Because as the scriptures say, we're gonna go into the gates of the nobles. Why? Because our doctrine is to expose what the elites and the nobles is trying to do, not what these regular Edomites is trying to do. Our head is really not against, of course, our head against all Edom, but our message is to the ones at the top, because they have an agenda and a plan and for a system, a new economic system that's going to be centered around an economic mark. And our job is to expose that and warn the elect of it. That's why I said we're going to go into the gates of the nobles, because we're exposing their plan. It goes beyond World War III. It's just not just Esau just dwindling around, just living his life, and then one day World War III just gonna pop up out of nowhere. No. There has to be some type of resolution to where Esau tries his damnedest to not lose out on the power seat. So what is that? Where is that thing where Esau is going to give his last hurrah to where he's not gonna be conquered? He's gonna get the birthright back. How's he gonna do it? What is his means of trying to do it? It's gonna be this new system where if he can see his people, he snatches your soul. It goes beyond him coming down, race wars. It goes beyond that. Esau is coming up with one last master plan, which is the NWO. These camps don't even know about the NWO. One last master plan, which is his enterprise. The NWO is the enterprise spoken about in Job, the 5th chapter. This is his last hurrah to try and, like I said, keep hold of the authority and the power seat, the birthright, and try to disqualify Jacob through his technology, man. Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. It's speaking and not lie, meaning what? It's going at the end, when you see these things happening, it's speaking. And when you see these things happening, it's the real deal. It's meaning that's what it means when we say it's not going to lie. It's not a false alarm. This is it. Okay? It's the truth. This is the truth. It's really happening. Oh man, not right now. I'm not ready. Is this really happening? I'm not ready. Yeah, it's really happening right now. Wow. Oh shit. Okay. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. This is a part of their plan. It has to come because it's a part of it's the only way. It's their only hope. See, that's what we mean. Like when you understand a full picture of what Esau is up against, this is their only hope. A seer. It will be their only hope. Okay? For people to give themselves over unto this idol, which is the Sehip and his new system. That's his only hope. So it has to come. Yeah, the technology been around since the 19s, 60s, 70s, whatever. Yeah, the technology been around. But though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. They had to get things in place. Now they've improved the technology. They're working on other things with the technology. They're working on the forehead technology. And it's literally happening in front of you. You can't obliterate something that's happening right in front of you, man. Stop playing games with the Lord. Isaiah 42, verse 19. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as Yahweh's servant? So some of the most blind people on the planet Earth is the men that is teaching in these other camps that's not of the elect. You know? Because I mean, what, like, wow, you know, the Lord has things happening, man. The Lord got things happening, and still everybody, you know, nobody bats an eye, nobody repents, nobody say I'm leaving this camp, nobody say, you know what, man, I'm gonna just take a step back, because, hey, you know, the prophecies is important, the correct breakdown is important. Is that even important to you, camps? Having 100% truth, having every breakdown correct, is that even important? Anyway, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rachah Kodash. Forgive me, Spirit, do this lesson. The Wadi Bahashem Yahushai Kaya Rachah Kodash. Lord, when it was edifying. All right, call me Asherallah. Shalom. Shalom, you brothers.